Irrational Radio.
Create something.
13,000 years ago, a prophecy was given. In the Age of Awakening, 4 brave drifters would arrive, landing on the golden shore of the Maker's Paradise, Paralandia, to deliver its fertile lands from the Red Queen's tendrils, to burn out her rooted hold in the east and to expel her back across the roaring sea. This is Not That Story. Welcome to Dragons of Paralandia, a D&D real play podcast where 4 semi-functional adventurers stumble through their own stories, overshadowed by the 4 prophecy to save the world. They aren't the main characters, but extras used to tell the story of Paralandia, the Maker's Paradise.
Can I bring us in?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Word of the day is asparagus piss.
That's 2 words.
That's 2 words.
Actually.
It's also the scent of the day.
It's the phrase of the day. What do you want? What do you want from me?
All right.
Fucking accuracy. God.
So here we are at like 5:43 into the actual like recording of this thing. So you wake up to a Viking pissing into the fire right next to you.
You know, it's gonna smell if you burn that fire anymore.
It's a good thing we're leaving this camp then, isn't it?
I'll say.
Korthax! Get up, you lazy asshole. We've got things to do.
He'll roll out. I don't know where the hell he slept. I imagine underneath the
I
cart.
think you slept near the wagon as you had a...
Underneath the cart
yeah.
sounds good.
That's shield me from the elements, you know?
Right.
You have any weird
he'll,
dreams
like, kinda
you
roll
want
out.
to talk about?
Well, I mean, not when I slept. I went and I meditated and I had some more crazy shit happen. It's just never an end to that.
First, squat next to you. All right. Let's hear it.
This is gonna sound like a fever dream or like I was really high or something.
They always do.
I was floating on like a lily pad or some shit. And it's really not important.
That sounds kind of not important. You're right. Sounds like a weird dream this time.
They're always weird dreams.
Mm-hmm. Well,
He gets up
get
and
your
dusts
clothes
himself off. Oh well, okay. It was naked. He gets up
I decided
and
that.
dusts off his scales and throws on his like gi or whatever the hell he wears. That like it's in the picture. It's like a blue trimmed
Monk robes.
thingy.
Tillie, you wake up wrapped in the arms of a very beautiful, skinny woman, and by skinny I mean from Skiensvag, not. Well, she is very skinny, but she's also from Skiensvag, and the light is streaming into the tent. You see the little motes of dust in the sunshine as the rest of the party is waking up. She rolls over and smiles at you. The big kitty is curled up right between you two. Very warm. The kitty is still sleeping.
That was quite a picture. I'll yawn and say good morning.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Better than anywhere else I've slept than recently. How did you sleep?
Oh, very well. I think that Scotty likes you.
I like him very much.
Well, should we go see what Steinar doesn't have made for breakfast?
Absolutely.
So you guys see Tillie and Siggy kind of roll out of the tent. The cat bounding behind them. Steinar kind of kind of is the side of his eyes kind of crinkle a little bit, and he laughs and keeps kind of kicking dirt onto the campfire. You guys walk up, and he turns to most of the party and says, "So where are you beheaded then?"
I think that we're heading to Eagle Hill. Finish some unpleasant business.
That head's starting to smell a little off there, Vaeros.
That shit. What are you doing?
Well, I figured that it would be a nice message to send to any bandits that see us on our travels. Do you really want me to get rid of it? I can, I guess. It's kind of my trophy.
There's a coughing next to the fire, and Chad sits up.
Oh. Did you sleep pleasantly?
Oh, fuck you, dude. No.
Still an attitude on this one.
Yeah, well, still scales on this one.
I don't understand. Is that supposed to be an insult?
I don't know. Is your face supposed to be so fucking ugly? Jesus Christ.
He's not even clever about it anymore.
At least he's not.
I've had a bad day and night, okay?
It could have been worse. We fixed your hip.
We could have killed you.
Yeah. Yep. You could have. You missed that chance, though.
Oh, did we?
At least you can't kill me yesterday now, right? So you missed that chance.
Damn.
Now you have another chance today.
Okay. Your logic is not sound.
So,
I think you should stop talking.
I feel like you're gonna say that to me a lot in the relationship we're gonna
Trust me, when I want you to talk, I will let you know.
Yeah, you were gonna say something
a lot. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna ignore it when we say to stop talking a lot too.
Oh, man, yeah, you can't stop me from talking unless you know.
Grot goes about gagging.
Physical.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Jesse to do that, but yeah, that's good. I'm glad you're on the same page.
Vaeros, I don't want to touch him. He looks greasy.
He is greasy. Stay away from him.
He is, yes. It's like actually a decent layer of grime on him. Like wipes his hands off on the back of his tunic or whatever.
Steiner goes, well, oh shit. Well, we're going to Eagle Hill as well. We have a diplomatic mission that Dag has been entrusted us with.
Fascinating. You weren't ready to speak on that matter last night.
I still cannot tell you any details, but since we are both traveling to Eagle Hill, if you help me with this.
Go on. I see no reason why our paths will not stray far from each other. I think we are wanting the same thing. If what Dag wants, we want, of course.
Well, there is a boy. He's been kidnapped. We have to get him back. Will you help us do this?
Where is he being held?
In Eagle Hill.
Yeah, and then who kidnapped him is the next question.
Who kidnapped him?
See, that we don't know exactly, or at least Dag did not say. We know he is in Eagle Hill, though.
Well, it's possible that our missions may align more than you think.
What are you doing in Eagle Hill?
We mainly plan to
a bunch of bandits.
Slay some bandits.
That's true. Yeah, we do plan on doing that as we go through it, because there is a mining camp that Chad has told us about that we are also going to be checking out for different reasons.
It seems that that's essentially where the bandits are headquartering in the region anyway.
It may be possible that the child is there, in fact. I mean, if their headquarters are there in the old abandoned mine,
There is
that could be where it is.
not many mines in this area, at least not this far south. We have scouted the only mine in the area, and it is active. It is not abandoned.
Right, well, ungag Chad for a second. Grot,
Grot does.
Wow, man.
Probably still like sitting on the like small of his back right now.
You know that you got it so tight it was like cutting into the corners of my mouth. You didn't have to go that length with it.
Okay. It's time for you to talk. Our friend here, Steiner, is...
you guys gagged me because I was talking too much.
Right, and it's time for you to speak true, and not too much, should you want to lose your tongue.
Yeah, you know, you really are like at the lower level of threatening a man. You know, you know how many times people have threatened to take my tongue?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Oh.
You go ahead and roll me a strength damage roll.
Oh,
That would.
Okay.
Yep, that's so 22. Yeah, it's a max damage roll there. It's 7 damage. Yep.
That'd be
It would
15.
It would be.
Oh,
15.
oh, right. Yep, 15 damage. You break Chad's jaw, and he collapses in the dust, unconscious, just completely unconscious. Steinar starts laughing uproariously.
As I grab his collar, I slap 5 hit points back into him with lay on hands.
This is our technique for interrogating. I just beat the fuck out of him and you kill him.
Okay.
God, that is the second time I've been dead in the last 24 hours.
And you've gotten your witty remark off. Do you feel happy about that?
He spits out a tooth. Oh, God, I don't have many of those left. That was a molar, too. Fuck.
That's not the answer I'm looking for. I'm sorry. Hit him again.
What? You,
I rolled a 1, by the way. That
is in fact a 1.
so, you
Restrained is it an advantage, though? I mean...
yes, I will. He is definitely restrained, so you do have advantage. So that is a 21.
Yeah.
So I do 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
11 points of bludgeoning damage, yes.
Sorry, no. Sorry, it's only 8.
It's only 8.
I added something I shouldn't have added a second part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say that second one looks pretty high.
I believe that actually knocks him out again, right? Because
That definitely knocks him out again, yes.
I give him 1 hit point this time. I don't know what.
Oh, God.
Next time you're not going to be woke up.
You know, and we'll probably both be better off for it.
How about you stop talking right now? And
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a
show me
whole
that you
time for it.
understand. Show me that you understand.
He shuts his mouth and his lips go to thin little lines.
Okay. Again, like I said last time, if you show us that you're friendly and willing to work with us, this may be a great venture for you. A good path. I promise you that. Alright, so what we want to know is where is this mining camp? How many people are there, and is it active?
Kind of looks at you and kind of does a "can I talk" motion.
Yes. That is a question that I was waiting for your response for.
Well, you know, you're so great with the rhetorical ones. Okay, so yeah, the camp to the east of here. Yeah, it's active. They're mining coal. It's it's Daffodil's operation. So he's the one that is ordering the mining. Though I pretty talked about he had something deeper in the mine, something he was keeping safe. I don't know what that was, but
was it a person?
yeah. No, I don't think it was a person. Much more object-like. Less breathing, bleeding.
And this child that Steiner was talking about.
I don't know fuck all about that, man. That's way above my pay grade. Fuck.
Your group is not above kidnapping, though, no?
Yeah, your voice just annoys me. Every time you talk, I want to just parrot it back at you in kind of a sick parody of what it sounds like to my ears.
I'm gonna stand up. Do what you want with them. I'm done.
Hey, wait. That's so, super useful information.
You can go to sleep, though.
I think I could take a nap. I didn't really sleep well last night.
Good.
Okay. Oh.
Well, that is not exactly what I was looking for, but I think that we'll travel along with you. Should we have more questions, we'll wake our prisoner and see if we can get any answers out of him.
I guess I'll put him back to sleep.
Oh, yep, here it comes.
Do I need to roll again?
You really don't need to roll, no. He just goes back to sleep. He punches himself and knocks himself out just so you don't have to do it again.
Good.
I was getting tired
He just He just falls down on a rock.
So the skinnies start setting up, start rolling up their bedrolls, start putting up tents. The sun climbs a little higher in the sky. Steiner nods and goes, "All right, well, we will be off very soon. We will not take the path. We will go straight north. We will only join the path just a little bit outside of Eagle Hill. It is a very hard town. It is not lawful, as you would say."
Okay. I trust your navigation skills. Will our cart follow
I
through?
think it would be best if we stick to the path with the cart.
Yes, and with the cart, you do not look like a roving band of warriors.
That's the idea.
Well, then you take the cart. Go to Eagle Hill. You may be able to get past the gate with little trouble. Go in, wait for us.
Wait, I thought they were expecting us.
I think we killed all the people who were expecting us.
I
But
do not know.
We left a few alive.
Well, from what our scouting party says, you could get your cart to the mine from here.
Okay.
Just not Eagle Hill. You'd have to rejoin the road to the west.
Understood. I understand now.
There is a ridge.
A ridge.
Yes, it's the road cuts through to the north. That's why you cannot get to Eagle Hill.
Right. Okay. Well then we'll head to that area. Are you going to join us at the mine? Or are your plans diverting somewhere else?
We go to Eagle Hill. That is where we heard that the boy was last seen. If the path leads us to the mine, we will show up there. If your path leads you to Eagle Hill, join us. There is always taking the cart on the road and going to Eagle Hill.
Okay. You are going to be leaving here soon, so let me let my companions and I speak, and we'll have a decision before you leave.
Very well, Vaeros.
Gang?
Yes.
What do we want to do here?
We ought to talk to this the mayor, was it? Who was under Pretty's thumb. Let him know that essentially he doesn't have to worry directly about him anymore.
I think he has to worry about Daffodil still. This man.
That's probably true, but we may be able to get some sort of assistance if we let him know that we've assisted him in some way.
I thought that all of the men on the watch that are within the city guard, I thought they were under Pretty's pay tab, as is from Daffodil, I guess. Am I wrong on that?
He points to the head on your belt. I think that should help us a little in that regard.
I feel like if we show up in what's it called?
Eagle.
Yeah, if we show up in Eagle Hill, he's just gonna deliver us to Daffodil. I feel like what we fought so far is not, it's not. We are not winning the war from the fight we just had.
Think we should take the eggs to the mine first.
But
I think
the
we
mine
should-
is their headquarters.
Sure. That's
I don't. It's. I mean, Daffodil doesn't base out of the mine, does he? That wasn't what we.
No, that was where Pretty was setting up shop, though.
Right.
Okay.
Or his.
So, I mean,
Chad was saying.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I think we could take some more bandits in a mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is my mine.
You have a deed for it.
It is your mine. It is your mine. That is very true.
Feel like I'm well within my rights to be like.
But bandits don't
fuck
really
out.
look at rights. I don't even think they can read. So.
Right,
fairly
but
certain
that.
we'll evict
But
them.
I mean, we could go in there. I think we could totally take some more mine bandits.
This is your property, Tillie, and I would happily defend it with you. So if that is what
think it's
our
the
group
best
would like
place
to
to-
do first.
It seems like it would be safer to leave the eggs there than in town, actually, as well. Once
My
we figure it
hopes-
out, obviously.
My hopes for keeping Chad alive for this long is perhaps we could use him to gain favor with some men at the camp and have him protect. That's a big gamble, though. I understand. I was hoping that we could leave the eggs there with men
Absolutely
protecting.
the fuck not.
I don't like that a ton.
So
We can
We
only
might as
barely.
well just
I mean,
roll this cart
I'm not
down the
saying-
hill and into the ocean before we do
listen.
anything. with
Listen,
this.
I'm not saying they have to know that they're protecting the eggs. I just want them to be on our side now.
I
And if
think
we have to
those-
display dominance with them, I'm quite capable and willing to do so.
Well,
I think
I'm
they
sure
knew
if-
already. The group that attacked us, they were asking about having omelets and all that. I'm pretty sure they knew there were eggs in the cart.
And I'm pretty sure that the second that we turn our back to this guy with our dominance that we've displayed thus far, he's gonna stick a dagger right in between our shoulder blades.
So we kill them all. That's the plan.
Every one of them.
I just want to hear everybody's okay.
It seems legit. I don't. They seem to just be a blight on this land, and if they're controlling this town,
Do we have to kill them? Can't we capture them and then deliver them to the authorities?
I
Jesse,
think you
this
were
is
the one
a-
who was trying to argue for us just killing everyone that we let go last time, right?
No, I think she was much against that.
Yeah, I tend not to want indiscriminate killing.
We're very discriminate about who we'll be killing.
Well, I mean, just because they're swinging a sword at you doesn't mean that they deserve to die.
We
Actually,
could always give them a chance to just get out of my mind.
Right, yes. Why don't we just do that?
I don't think it will work
Well,
that way.
Like post notice,
Oh,
put a
I mean,
Just
sign
like
up
show
that
up,
says,
be like, hey,
evicted as of-
this is, you guys are no longer employed here. Please leave. And if they don't leave, well, then we just use some force.
right, I'm
I
not
think-
against force.
I think we have made the decision that we're heading to the mine first. So I'm going to relay with Steiner so his men and him can proceed. And I think along the way we can talk about our strategy for taking these people out of the mine, whether that's through force, death, or dominance. I don't really care either way, as long as there is a group decision with us.
Sounds good.
I'm not opposed to giving them a chance to leave of their own volition.
I think that my brother does make a good point, however, that these are not men we can reason with, and we cannot trust them. So I think we all need to think about that.
I also think if we kick them out of the mine, they are now 15 feet away from the entrance to a mine that they're about to try to attack the minute we leave. If we leave them alive, we're presenting a danger that we will have to deal with in the future.
Or that somebody else will have to deal with. Someone less well-suited to deal with it than we are.
But we could just force them to give up their bandit life. You did that before, Vaeros. You let 6 men go, and I think that they're going to become good
for
men.
a second that these men are going to turn a leaf overnight.
Well,
It takes many years for somebody to develop the resolve to be a better person. I don't think that our actions have changed anything for better or worse. We just saved ourselves and we continue on.
okay.
But, if they do change, good for them. I do not actually care one way or the other. Their outcome is their own. I'm going to go talk to Steiner. Just let him know, and let's be on our way.
Grot gives a thumbs up.
Vaeros walks over to Steiner.
Well, what is your decision?
My group wants to head to the mine and clear out our business there as soon as possible. And once that is finished, we will join you in Eagle Hill.
Very good. It will be good for us as well, my men, to have a fallback position from Eagle Hill if things go bad.
Right. You're welcome at Tillie's mine any time.
I
I'm sure she
believe
would be
the locals
totally
call it the Dusk Mine.
Dusk mine.
Mines. Yes.
Interesting.
All
name.
the cool. It's all the cool. But okay, we are ready to go. We will leave you and rendezvous once we have completed our various tasks.
Fantastic, Steiner. Thank you again.
Vaeros, thank you. We should party again soon.
Of course.
He clasps your forearm.
Yep, I give him a good old clasp too.
Beastmaster handshake.
So long. And
You as well.
stride back to Gull. My horsey.
So is there anything that you guys would like to set up, or are you going to start on your way?
Grot's gonna sharpen his weapon on the horn, but otherwise, I think he's just rolling on out.
Yeah,
Korthax
Tillie is
playing
going
with the glass
to.
skull in his pocket.
All right.
And Tillie's gonna start playing her a fiddle just loud enough so that the group can hear it as we start down the road.
All right.
That ring.
So the path that you're following isn't necessarily an official path in Arborea. It's more of a flat part of a valley that has been worn as people have gotten off the official path and gone through the forest and plains of this very Iowa Midwest-like land. You guys travel for a little bit discussing your strategy. Anyone have anything to add to that discussion?
No. I think walk up, post the 2-week eviction notice, and see what happens is pretty much the size of it here.
I think if that's our plan, I seriously think we should do a little bit more than that. Personally, I think we should start violently. just to show them that we really mean that we are convicted to this path.
What do you suggest we do?
I think we kill whoever's in front of us at the start and proceed down the line until they start cowering.
Suddenly, there's some rustling in the bushes up ahead. Out pops. Shut up. Out, I am not, but out pops a little halfling covered in yellow armor, plate mail. It's kind of bronze, it's not necessarily yellow. He's holding a longsword in his hand, and he's pointing it at the party. He lifts his visor, and Tillie, you recognize his face. He smiles and goes, "Hello. It's me, Tillie. Jeffrey."
What? Who? Looks over.
Tillie.
Do you know?
Well, before they put you back in your restraints, come. I will save you from these beasts.
Beasts.
I think Korthax starts laughing.
What?
Jeffrey, I can't do this right now, okay?
Tillie,
No,
I
just need you to just not do this right now.
Tillie, I have traveled so far. Tillie, I have been following your path since Applegate. Tillie.
You understand that is incredibly creepy, right, Jeffrey?
I only saw you a couple of times. Tillie,
Can I kill this man?
Wait,
Stand back.
I want to know who he is first. What's going on?
It's like an old lover, Tillie, because this is pretty good.
He is not.
we have been saving each other. I have remained pure for my Tillie.
Not.
What do you mean? Have you befouled her, beast?
Call me beast one more time.
God, Vaeros, I think you're taking him a little too seriously here, bud.
No, I'm
it's
having
okay.
fun.
I don't think he's a threat.
I'm having fun.
Tillie.
Jeffrey.
Tillie, I told you I would become a knight to win your honor. And look, he parades himself in front of you. They made me a knight.
Did you get those at
Cornucopia.
Toys R Us? I think
They
they're out of
made
business,
them
aren't
for
they?
me special.
Fantasy Toys R Us.
No, they got bought
Listen
out by
here,
other-
I am
Okay.
I am a knight errant of the court of Cornucopia. I came back to my hometown to bring Tillie to the royal buildings and the tall spires, and I get there and Roger tells me that two scaly monsters threatened him, forced him to pay massive amounts in order to
Roger's
bring
alive? Roger's
simple
alive.
supplies.
I'll be damned.
Yes. Well, I followed him. Well, I followed the cart. I followed where you went. I arrived in Applegate just as you had left. I demanded a room. They threw me in the stables.
It
was
Jeffrey,
sad.
Jeffrey, I'm so happy that you're a knight. I'm so glad that you accomplished that goal. But you just can't.
Tillie, you're interrupting me in the middle of my monologue. Tillie. Tillie.
Really, you shouldn't
Please.
talk to Tillie like that. That's not a good choice.
Shut up, you monster.
Who, me? Am I a monster now?
I'm just playing the part.
Oh,
We're all
okay.
monsters, remember?
Right, okay.
I am not a monster. I'm a knight, sir.
I think he was talking to me. I don't know. I'm
Okay,
very
Jeffrey,
confused.
I'm sorry.
My name is
Continue.
Sir Jeffrey Adamson, and I have traveled over these weeks to rescue my fair Tillie from the beast that has captured her and destroyed our home. Why, I heard it all from Roger. After I...
What's his sword look like? Does it look nice?
It looks like a Kmart brand. It looks like something that they would... It, like, is in any kind of armory and any kind of
go
key.
for fucking Target. Come on.
No, it's a Kmart, yeah.
Okay, I'm unsaddling Gaul, and I'm walking up to him. All right, do you want to fight? Is this really about honor? Do you want to make this about honor? I will gladly fight you.
Well, foul beast on guard then. He puts his visor down.
Hang on.
What?
Hold up.
Oh, sorry. One second. My companion wants something.
Yeah. It's kind of Grot just like raises a single finger. Hang on. What are you here for? What do you think we destroyed? I'm confused. I mean, we've done some shit, but I feel like destroying a town is.
I have followed your trail of destruction and mayhem. Why?
We haven't destroyed anything.
That is a lie.
Not
Tillie's
I mean, we destroyed
something.
some things.
Wait, Tillie.
What
Tillie,
have you ever seen me destroy?
Are you? Well, not you, Fair Tillie. You couldn't hurt a fly.
She is
Not
with
a hair on a hog's head.
We do not have her captive. I think you are sorely mistaken, but
I have heard of this. It's Stockholm Syndrome.
Jeffrey, do
Tillie.
you really think that
Snap out of it, Tillie.
kidnap me, Jeffrey? Come on.
That's what Roger said. He said that he sent you on this quest. Why, I went down to Applegate and I heard from the stable boys in the stable they had thrown me in that 2 dragonborn, a goblin and a halfling woman, had come to the town hall of Cheriton. Other way around. Of Applegate.
Right?
No, you guys went. Yeah, you started in Cheriton, went down to Applegate to get supplies, and went back up to Cheriton, and it was
That's where
destroyed.
Roger was from.
Applegate. Right. Yes, exactly. So he followed you to Applegate from Cheriton to get the supplies, and then I heard from 2 stable boys that the town council had sent you to clear out the bandit problem in the cabin. Well, I tried to get there before you, only to arrive much later after you. But there was curious, bandit-like figures picking through the ruins. Why? I demanded they give me their names. And in the ensuing fight, I was unfortunately
Were these
wounded.
the bandits that we cut the tongue out of?
I think well, there was one man who they had collected, and he was quite beaten up, but the one that I was unfortunately wounded by, he went by a very obvious moniker of Pretty. Anyway, so this man Pretty, Pretty.
Well, you cut out when you.
Oh,
said
okay.
his
Pretty.
name or what?
Pretty.
Oh,
You're talking about Pretty?
Yes, he.
You mean this man? I pull the head over to him. You mean this man?
God. You are a monster.
Yeah, that
Okay.
maybe not like is gonna help our
Okay,
situation here.
I'm setting the head down and I'm pulling my shield out and taking out Uhtred, and I'm going to look at him and say, "Listen, I'm not going to have you speak ill of my companions and myself anymore. Defend yourself, if it is your honor that you are."
No,
tested.
Jeffrey, I really tried here, buddy. I'm just gonna have to let Vaeros beat you up.
I have been trained by the finest soldiers in Cornucopia to slay monsters such as this.
Hey, Jeffrey, was it? Sorry, Sir Jeffrey.
Sir Jeffrey.
Yes, of course. I apologize. No slight intended, of course. Were you following us yesterday? Did you happen to catch the events that occurred just the day previous?
Well, I rode upon a great battle.
Yeah, that was us. We won that battle.
Well,
I'm gonna hold up
Those
my
dead
shield
people?
when he says this, and I'm gonna tap my blade on the top of my shield and get into like a defensive pose. Like as he's mentioning that we just killed all those men.
well, I assume that it wasn't just you.
That is a faulty assumption.
The Northmen.
They came through
they killed, like,
after we had
6.
already won. Yeah, they kind of just mopped up.
You have powerful forces after you.
And we'll
That's
take
accurate.
them all down.
Very well, Dragonborn. Prepare to meet Jeffrey's might.
Does he look prepared?
He's his sword's up,
Okay, I'm just gonna strike at him with the
Don't kill him.
flat side. The flat
Nice.
side. No, I'm not gonna try and kill him. This is just one single attack first. That's an 8. And we'll do an extra attack. Wait, what?
Ooh, hit.
2 solid, really crappy rolls.
So he
2 and a 3.
Yep. Wow, it's
The dice gods do not smile
Yep.
upon thee.
he parries them both, but it looks like it takes him just about all his effort, and he goes avast.
I look shocked at myself, and I like say, okay, that was really bad.
It looks like Jeffrey's might has really stunted you there, bud.
Wow. Okay, I don't need that.
We're all kind of chuckling. Yeah, I think.
I rolled an 8 and a 9. I got a 2 plus whatever
and a
fucking
3.
I get. Yeah. Oh my god. All right.
Good stuff.
Good start. Good start.
Korthax lets out a go, Jeffrey.
Hey, I rooted for you on my turn.
No,
On when you were fighting.
that's even better.
Oh no.
Jeffrey rolled a 1. He swings his sword with his might, and it clips his own leg.
God.
He takes 5 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
And he collapses on the ground and goes, "Oh, Tillie! They got me, Tillie!"
You hit yourself.
Oh, boy.
I didn't even try. I literally tried, and this is a terrible fight.
Oh, Tillie, it hurts.
Stand back up. I'm not gonna swing at you when you're down.
This is the worst thing ever.
He rolls around on the ground. Oh, Tillie.
Okay, this is just.
Vaeros, I think
Please.
it's okay. I think you don't have
Please
to.
don't hit me again.
Do you concede defeat?
You have defeated me.
Okay.
Oh man.
I
And truly, an
not
epic
feel good
battle
about
it
that
was.
fight at all. I don't feel good about that battle.
That fight could have gone. That was perfect.
So good. Could not have written it better.
He then sits up. You may have beaten me in a game
Watch
of
your
strength.
fucking tone.
I'm sorry. what I'm saying is, if you let me travel with your party, travel with the
No.
dear
No,
Sorry, my
No.
companion says no.
no.
Tillie. Tillie,
No,
Tillie,
no,
changed your
Jeffrey.
mind. Listen, I wrote you a
Jeffrey, no, no.
He reaches into his armor and brings out a little piece of paper and unfolds it. I have scarcely left you.
Oh my god.
When you go in me, crystalline,
Oh god.
or trembling, or uneasy, wounded by me.
Can I make him blind so he can't read this?
Make him deaf.
You can do that.
This would be the perfect time to make him deaf.
Yes. I'll throw a blindness and deafness. Oh.
He fails the con. He rolls a 10. And so do you blind him or deafen him?
I'm gonna make him blind so he can't read the poem.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's a good point.
Tillie,
Probably got it memorized.
Tillie, the blood loss. I can't see. Tillie, I fear it may be the end.
I'm gonna push
of
him
me.
down. I'm gonna push him down. Just a light push. It's just like I'm just
He
pushing.
falls over really hard.
He's like a soccer player.
Oh God, my knee. Oh.
Tillie, I can't finish the poem. I can't see. Tillie.
If you're this good at tracking us, you'll find us again.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
Prepared
Wait,
next
what?
time.
wait. I know what's in that cart.
Oh
You
God.
don't want to know what's in this cart, buddy.
I mean, but if he does, then we can't. Oh, jeez.
We're gonna have to kill
It's
him.
kind
I
of a loose
suppose.
end.
You're gonna have to
What?
tell me that you don't know what's in
Jeffrey.
this cart.
Jeffrey, tell me what's in the cart.
Well, after I went back to Cherryton and the city was destroyed, I found Roger underneath the rubble of his shop, and he told me that you all had gone to Sweet Valley after destroying construct. And he thought that well, maybe you had something to do with the destruction of the city. I don't know. He was very distraught.
Well, we didn't do that, Jeffrey. So
I mean, he
didn't know what to believe.
For increased payment. That happened.
Well, when I went to Sweet Valley tracking you, the first thing happened was I was blocked. My path. There was a funeral procession by a bunch of, I don't know, farm boys. I told them to step aside for a night, and, well, they beat me.
You interrupted their funeral that they were having for that one guy?
Boys beat you up?
Yes.
Why did you interrupt their funeral?
They were in my way. I was looking for the sweet Tillie.
Jeffrey, no.
That is incredibly...
They called the guards on me.
Are we supposed to feel sorry about him getting beat up for interrupting a funeral?
I don't feel sorry for you at all, Jeffrey. Why would you?
But there was a man. There was a guard captain by the name of Captain Strout.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
He's a piece of shit.
Okay, Jeffrey, tell me what is in the cart. I want you to...
He tortured me.
What is in the cart?
He thought that I was with your party.
I can't imagine.
There was a... But it was the Tillie. It was the beautiful Tillie that he thought. So I did not say a word, but he kept asking me about the just insane things. Well, I think he was confused about what you were, Vaeros. You're a man.
I am
not a woman.
I am a man.
Well. So he releases me. Right, but he takes all of my weapons, and then I see in the street in the distance the beautiful Tillie. See, I saw you, Tillie, once a few days ago in Sweet Valley. You were walking into a bar with I thought they were your captors.
Get on with it already. What?
Well, I rushed into the street to save you, Tillie, and a cart driven by a very pompous man. It hits me, Tillie, and I fall into the mud. You go into the bar, and I try to get up. A guard comes over, and I thought he is offering my. He kicks me in the shins. He kicks me in the ribs, Tillie. He broke my ribs. I spent a night in the gutter, in the mud, with broken ribs. But I was rescued in the morning by a woman with a horrible voice.
Wow, that must have been Betty.
That was Betty.
Yeah, Betty.
This is the most horrible voice I can think of.
She picks me up and she took me to a medic that she said was very close to her home. And I spent the next few days there, getting better, pining for my Tillie. Well,
boy.
After getting better, the guards find me and they give me back all of my equipment. They said that Strout had been convicted of some kind of banditry, and that any arrests that he made were invalid. And so I got my stuff, and I have been following you ever since, Tillie. And I heard what you've said in Shadow Ridge. You have meat in that cart.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
We
do.
Found out. It seems our...
And with my intellect, I know how you're cooking it.
That I have to kill him now. I have to kill him now.
No. Let's hear it first.
No, I have to kill him.
I'm kind of interested at this point. It's this is just a harrowing tale.
If he tells the truth, you understand that I'm going to have to kill him.
I understand.
How are we cooking?
Tell us.
Well, a fool would assume that because you're dragons, you're cooking it with dragon fire. But I know for a fact that dragons don't breathe fire. Therefore, you can't be cooking it with dragon fire. So, what could you be cooking it with? Well, from my experiments, I have found that hot things can cook stuff just like fire. Did you know this?
Truly, you are a man of science.
I have been told a towering intellect.
Vaeros is like staring like into nothingness, just fucking astounded by this man's stupidity.
To the fucking horizon.
Therefore, I know that you're cooking on hot rocks. And he crosses his arms.
He can't see anything still, right? He's still blind.
Yep.
Clearly, this man is a genius.
You caught us, Jeffrey. We cook our food with hot rocks.
And if you don't want your companion's secret revealed, you will let me travel with you.
Wow.
That is so, that's so tough, Jeffrey. I'm gonna have to pull my
Tillie,
companion
I wrote
aside.
another poem for you, Tillie, but I can't see it. Will you have one of your companions read it to you?
No, I will not, Jeffrey. I'm sorry.
They can choose.
None
I
of
have
them
a few.
read. I'm sorry.
There is a few.
It's okay, Jeffrey.
Oh,
It's
God.
okay.
Here, Jeffrey, why don't you give me your poems? I will read them for you. And he kind of like walks over and puts a
Grot,
hand
don't.
on his shoulder.
Tillie, the least you can do for this
You
man,
shouldn't humor
this
him.
poor man, Grot should have his papers. You should agree to that much at least.
He's he walks over and kind of puts a hand on his shoulder. So I'm here. Please, allow me to assist you.
Oh, thank you. Here you are, Goblin.
He grabs off he grabs up the rest of the papers.
I
That is
would
a
like
lot
to
of
snatch
poems.
them out of.
Oh,
Grot's
Grot was
hands.
just gonna like throw them away somewhere. And-
Okay.
the wind.
He's blind.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God,
know.
they're all gone.
That's okay. I have extras.
I'm sure you have copies.
He also has like Mr. Jeffrey Tillie or whatever written like 100 times on several different pages of notebook, I'm sure.
Tillie, are you sure you're not captured?
I am very not captured.
I had this whole, damsel in distress, Prince Charming fantasy going on.
Jeffrey, I'm gonna squat next to him and I'm gonna kind of pick him up onto his feet, and I'm gonna kind of brush him off a little bit, and I'm gonna say to him, like lean in close to him, "You're right about everything.
I knew it.
This woman is my captive, and if you think you can take her from me, you're sorely mistaken.
Oh God, that's not.
Should you try ever again to think that you are worthy of taking her back, meet me in Eagle.
I will fight you.
I'm sure you will, little guy. I'm sure you will."
Patronizing pat on head.
Tillie, don't worry. I will save you, Tillie. No matter what they do. I'm still saving myself for you,
I'm
Tillie.
gonna kick him in the back and punt him basically into the ditch, and I'm going to brush myself off and say, "All right, let's hit the road."
My love for you. He's like a flower.
I play my drums really loudly. As you're fading
Ooh, that's a
away.
nice tune.
And then I'm gonna cast blindness and deafness again, but I'm gonna make him deaf this time.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
I can see Tillie. Oh, I can't hear. Tillie. Tillie, where did you go? Hello? Mop.
He can't even hear himself speak. Tillie!
I can hear it. I can feel it, but I can't hear it.
Coming in here tonight.
We're far gone.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That
Moving
was
forward.
the most eccentric man
Oh.
I've ever met.
Tillie.
I don't know
wedding
what
vows in the
happened to
future,
him.
Or,
So weird.
I mean, he seems like a really nice guy.
He really is. He's just kind of awful.
You really won the lottery with that one.
You're
Look,
passing up.
we
on a
were
winner.
friends when we were like kids, and then he got all weird, okay?
I should let you know now. I leaned in close to him to say this, but I told him that he was right about everything and that he'll need to fight me if he wants you back.
I'm not sure that was.
He's
a
gonna
good thing.
hunt us forever.
Vaeros,
That's okay,
that was
I
mean.
I kind of feel like he needs a win someday, so maybe I'll let him win, and I'll make
You're
it.
like,
I'll play it up.
95.
Oh, okay, great. And then I have to be the
Anymore.
one that shatters his heart by telling him that I
No,
don't
you'll be
actually
long
have-
gone by then.
You'll be
I'll
on
make
your
sure that
deathbed.
this is.
You'll be, on
I'll-
your
I'll-
deathbed,
I'll-
and you'll be like giving
Yeah.
your last words, and
Mhm.
this motherfucker's gonna walk through the door
And then
with
stab
like a
himself.
pillow and strangle you.
It's all
And
right.
End up strangling himself, probably.
God, that's probably
Probably.
true.
That was the weakest fight I've ever been in.
That was a
And I
terrible fight.
was really
once
entertaining.
arm wrestled Dag that one time, and we both were doing very pathetic. I don't know what it is with me in competitions, but I'm never doing that again. Nope, not for
Never
me.
set yourself up.
I
because then
mean,
you're
you
gonna
know,
fail.
performance anxiety, it's common, men your age,
Wow, men my
I think Grot
age.
snickers.
Grot, I think we're the
No.
same age.
I may be older, honestly, I'm not sure.
Korthax eyes Jesse when he says performance.
Why are you looking at me like that, Korthax?
Oh, nothing.
That was a great, I tried to serve one up there. You really could have gotten a good joke in. I don't know.
I don't understand what this performance anxiety. Are you talking about something sexual?
Sex.
Because I don't get it.
That was,
Yeah, I don't
I was
perform
implying
wrong.
that.
Oh, I get it. He's
I don't
saying-
think any of us need to really question
No,
whether or
honestly.
not Vaeros can perform. We hear it all the time.
Yeah, you guys know that I do
That's part of the joke, I guess.
extraordinarily well.
Well, or that Jesse is just extraordinarily loud.
Well, you know,
She's
I
perfect.
yeah. Thanks, Vaeros.
All right, I'm gonna go puke. Like,
This is becoming more sickening than the Jeffrey encounter here.
let's just get to the mine, guys.
You're all lucky that you're not me, all right? I have to keep doing this.
Tell myself that every day. No.
I didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to Siggy.
That is, yeah.
How was that?
I mean,
I
how was-
guess
I was
that's a
gonna,
weird
like,
question.
Play her a nice song, and it was gonna be beautiful. God damn it,
In a world,
Jeffrey.
in a world where you're being trailed by Mr. Lego Knight here, your one regret is that you didn't get to say goodbye to Siggy.
I mean, clearly this guy's the winner. I mean, how can you compete with that kind of dashing knight? I just
Siggy is
God,
just
like,
it's
yeah.
just background noise, right?
I have a question for you, Tillie.
a distraction, something to fill the void in your heart. Clearly,
When we're done with this mining business, what say you we find Siggy in Eagle Hill and surprise her? Then you can give her a more cherishable hello rather than a bye.
Vaeros, that is the best idea you've ever had.
I have plenty of good ideas.
Yeah, but that is the best one.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I think that was definitely my my top
So far.
quality idea. Right.
Definitely the best one so far. So,
Korthax, maybe we should
to the
fuck. I get-
mine, yeah?
Oh.
Oh, was that our friend waking up?
Oh my
That's
god.
right.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're awake.
Yeah. Hey,
How you doing? How you feeling?
not great. Kind
Headache?
of rough. Yeah, I've got a lot of aches. That's one of them.
I throw him
Did you?
a wine sack.
Thanks. That's good stuff.
boxed wine. I hope
It's the best. Slap it back, man. It's so good.
So, you guys going to the mine, huh? Or on our way, right? That's kind of what it looks like.
That's right.
Minor detour
Okay.
with old flame of Tillie's.
Minor.
So, little aside here. Oh god, there's a taskmaster in the mine. Real big motherfucker. Oh god.
Yes.
Yeah, that just heads up, I guess.
I appreciate that.
That's good information.
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited information is great.
Yeah, well, if it stops you from hitting me in the face repeatedly.
nothing's gonna stop you from that, my friend.
Yeah.
This is Stockholm Syndrome.
I think that the more that you open up to us, the less likely you'll get a boot to your gut.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I lay my hand. I trot up next to him and I lay my hand down and give him a couple points of healing.
Oh man, it's nice that you're healing me, but it kind of the downside is the reason I need healing is because your brother's an asshole.
No, I'm kind of an asshole too. I let him do it.
Oh, it wasn't
watched him laugh.
exclusionary. Was an exclusionary asshole. That is definitely a lot of asshole going around.
Right back at you.
Does a weak
Well, this is nice.
I think we're becoming friends. This is friendship. I think that's what it is.
That sounds right. It's at least.
I've got a gay joke, but I'm really not into
Put that
it
in
right
the back pocket. Put that one in the back.
now. That God damn it! You just.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it hard when they lob them across the plate like that. Am I right?
So that's a tasteful gay joke.
Really just spreading the love here.
Wow. All right.
Spread.
Do you know the men that are going to be on patrol? Any of them by name?
Well, yeah, a few of them. Some of them were, in combat duty and then got bumped down to mine duty because they just couldn't handle, couldn't deal.
Okay. That's good.
Like Twitchy, he's not a great warrior, not a great miner either, but Oh, big guy's name is Grogram.
Grogrum.
Right.
Is he? That doesn't sound to be a human name. I guess maybe I'm.
Nope. He's an orc actually. Yep.
Grot nods.
Yeah, from the east apparently.
From the east. How far east?
Right. Pretty fucking far. I don't know, man.
All the way.
All the way.
Yeah, listen to the fucking goblin heat. Probably more than me.
I
These
don't.
stuff.
I dabble.
Chad, was it? That's your name, Chad?
Yeah.
I forgot already. It's been a week, basically.
surprised me.
Or 2 weeks, I think.
For some reason, feels like
For some reason, it feels like that.
hour.
Chad, we're gonna leave you ungagged here for the rest of the trail ride. But once we get near, we're gonna need to take precautions to make sure you are not going to alert our presence.
You
You
know,
understand?
yeah, honestly, I'm surprised I'm still alive. It's a real tactical mistake here going on, guys.
That's what I said.
Are you
See?
wanting to die? I don't understand.
No, I don't get me wrong. I really like living, but if I'm being honest here, this is it's a bad idea.
Maybe that is a cue from the DM that we should kill this motherfucker.
Wow,
What?
that's meta. That's meta.
Oh, you don't give him what he wants. That's not how you torture people.
It's true.
Come on.
It's true. We're a group that tortures. Let's remember that.
Right. I've been doing.
Okay. So our idea is that we're going to walk in and present them the idea that they are no longer allowed to be in this mine because our friend here owns it. In fact.
Okay. Wait. for real?
You saw what we did to your men, right?
Yeah, no.
No, she has a deed and everything. It's all legal.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Yup.
Tillie, you want to present that? Just show it off?
Deed.
That's surprising. You're gonna surprise a lot of people with that.
Why is that surprising?
Well, we were looking for that. Yeah, before you guys came on the scene, that was kind of our main deal in Sweet Valley for a while.
Oh, well, I have it.
Yeah. You do. That's like I said, surprising.
Surprise! So, what do you guys think? Keep with the original plan here, or should
I
we
was actually going to
readjust?
ask Chad that.
What?
What do you think the chances are that they're going to listen to us at all?
Well, you know, the miners that are down there, they're not, A+ material.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Grogram is just fucking bored by now, dude.
So he wants to fight.
He probably will want to fight. Yeah.
And the rest
I
of
don't
them,
think anyone
when I
else.
present pretty sad, and I show it off to him.
You'll wet some pants. Yeah, you'll wet some pants. Yeah.
That's the idea. Maybe we might not have to kill them all.
That's what I'm saying. I think that it's worth the risk, because I think even if they do try and attack us, I feel like we're all gonna be okay.
Did you really burn a couple spells there to make that man blind and deaf? By the way,
Look, Vaeros, it's fine.
I mean, I think it's fine.
Violent.
It was hilarious.
It was just I couldn't. No.
Uh huh.
Nope, that's all. Just couldn't.
Okay. Fair enough. I thought it was hilarious at the time. But we may need to have everyone on, top of their game here. How far away are we from the mine?
I mean, if these are the people who were, I guess, who didn't make it to combat duty, I'm guessing the only person we really have to worry about is the Taskmaster. Because, I mean, we just, slaughtered about 50 of their combat troops.
Mm-hmm. Not many of them were in good form either, so I imagine they kept some of them, but you never know. They might all be dumb and send everything they had.
How far is it to the mine from here?
You are about 40 miles from the mine.
Oh, dear. Well, that's like a day's travel anyway.
I mean, we're
Or,
talking.
We'll have to take
we're
another
traveling and
night
talking
anyway.
during this whole time. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. But you're going to get to the mine probably very late at night if during this day at all.
Okay.
So
We could camp for the night.
yeah,
We could.
Fresh
camp.
start in the morning.
Can I have a bird check?
Yeah, looking around, you spot a finch in the trees.
Goldfinch?
Yes, sir. Just staring you down right now.
Hey, Tillie. You got that crossbow?
Slingshot.
Slingshot, you want to hit that fucking bird for me?
You know what? Sure, Vaeros.
Birderer.
The sling, you rolled a 19.
19.
That
yes.
hits the goldfinch. Go ahead and roll damage.
4 bludgeoning.
Or budgeoning. There's a little puff of feathers, and the finch falls out of the tree.
I'm gonna quicken unsaddle and grab it off the ground.
I imagine you just scurry up to it like a crazy person.
Yeah, pretty much. Vaeros has tinfoil on his head, by the way, viewers.
This whole time, yeah.
You have a dead bird in your hand.
Don't touch. Oh God, that's so dirty.
That's how you get sick, Vaeros. My God.
I have gloves on. I'm not barehanding this thing.
Just, I mean, don't touch anything I have until you wash them or something. I don't.
And don't touch me, Vaeros.
That's gross. All right, fine. I guess I'm just a gross person holding a dead bird that's been following us. How have you not all been curious about these birds?
Vaeros, they're in the area. They're always around.
They're always watching us.
They're birds.
Vaeros, yeah. I mean, I don't think they're...
Look, I'm not... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay, Grot. Go ahead. I think you might be able to talk more sense into him. He doesn't ever listen to me.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I think he just says, well, I mean, whether or not they're following us, there's no reason to fondle their corpses. I'm
hopping back onto the horse, and I'm putting it into one of my satchels.
Oh, God.
Save that one for later.
Little snacky poo.
Thank you, Tillie. Let's
You're
continue
welcome,
on,
Vaeros.
I guess.
So you
Where are we
keep heading.
camping?
Yes, where would you like to camp? Would you like to camp because
We
you're gonna
camped,
have to cross
10 miles out somewhere like in
from the mine?
Yeah, like in like a collection of like forests.
Yeah,
Burn
absolutely.
trees or something, yeah.
So it's getting kind of close to evening now.
Are there any
And-
houses, by the way? Like any
There's a few
farmhouses and
farmsteads.
shit?
Yep. Absolutely. Probably
Why-
one every 3 miles or so.
In Mayar, people are quite welcoming to strangers. Honestly, it's a little different than my travels around Arborea. I don't know. I mean, we stayed. There's been quite a few people who've actually welcomed us into their homes. In our
And
travels, should we ask one of these farmers?
in my experience, people assume that I'm here to kill them or steal their cattle. Farmhouses tend to be people who are not quite as perhaps open-minded as you would find in the cities.
So we disguise you.
Grot shrugs. That could work. I mean, or we could just set up camp outside of anybody's land and post watches and.
I'm fine with
Oh,
camping,
the
but
best.
I'm wondering if it might be safer if we are inside a home tonight.
I don't know how well the farmers are gonna take to your throes of love that you seem to bring with you everywhere you go.
Listen here, I am quite rustic when I want to.
Yeah, you are, Vaeros.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Oh,
sure
God.
what rustic means in this context.
I mean that people like me. They're, curious about where I come from, and they have all sorts of questions, and sometimes I'm able to, like I did with the Cornhole Boys, find a place to stay from time to time.
So you're saying you keeps it rural?
I keeps it rural, Grot. I keep it rural.
But I mean, do we really want to go through all the trouble of with the cargo we have, and I don't know, it just seems like easier to camp.
I
We could camp.
lean that direction as well.
If everybody wants to do that, I'm fine with that.
What are you saying, Korthax?
I'd hate to have to kill a farmer because he looked at a cart.
Yeah, but would they even really know what those things are?
I don't know. They probably got their own lores and their own legends and.
Wow, okay. Touche.
I mean,
guess we're
does it
camping.
matter? Yeah, do you want to risk it?
No, you're right. You're all right. Let's go ahead and just camp.
So you guys stop and you start setting up camp. Jessie goes to the back, unlocks the cart, and checks on the eggs. She comes out the back looking kind of excited. I think that the eggs have reached the the last stage of their development.
Oh God.
We're gonna have baby dragons in man, gosh, less than a month.
Oh shit.
Oh wow, that's just
in-
suddenly became a lot more real.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think this is the part where I become a deadbeat dad.
Wow.
See ya. I gotta go get cigarettes. I'll be right back.
No, like Vaeros
Never
genuinely
returned
looks
from the gap.
Vaeros looks like one of those like actually good dads who are like surprised and happy to
Oh.
see that their girlfriend's pregnant.
Of course.
Oh, that's what makes a good dad.
No. No, I didn't mean to go there.
No, like, never mind. That's a good joke, I think.
We're skirting a line here.
Yeah, potentially. You know, the going out for
that's,
cigarettes, never coming back
that,
to it.
fuck. Now I've lost my complete train of thought.
Sorry.
Right, that kind of threw me off too.
I'm sorry about that, everybody. So sorry. Please don't put your pitchforks away.
A month. You're saying a month? 30 days.
Less than a month. Yeah, less than 30 days.
We may not need this mine for as long as we thought.
It may be a good place to keep the dragons as they're growing
Growing up.
and whatnot.
Yeah, what
they'd
exactly
be
do
harder
you all
to
know
hide.
about dragons and their life cycle?
That's what I was gonna
They
ask
tend to
you.
breathe
How long
fire.
does- They do that.
Otherwise, I got nothing.
These dragons, if I have the type right, these dragons are going to be born being able to speak common.
Oh.
That's
I'm
thinking like a dog. Like,
so ready for this. I am going to be the greatest dad that these dragons have ever seen. They're going to be able to understand me the second they come out.
I mean, here's
Yes.
they haven't seen any other dads.
Well, I mean, the rest of us, and he's probably gonna be better than me. To be fair.
They've certainly heard all of us though. That's how they imprint.
Oh my God, yes.
No, that
They're
would
going to be
no, that-
perfect.
I spent a lot of time talking about how I wanted them.
The gold dragon's gonna hate.
We do not want that. We have shown them that we want them to become strong and independent and happy.
Well,
That is what
proven
we've
one
shown
that-
them so
that I'm
far.
doing.
Oh my god, can they hear me when I play music?
Yeah.
Can you play more music? Can you play more music?
Oh my
Einstein
god, I'll play
shit.
music all the time.
I heard that a long time ago that adolescents become more intellectual with a further understanding of music
Well,
integrated into their life.
at this stage they can hear us in the eggs. It not before, but yeah, within the last few days they've been able to hear.
Oh shit!
That's how they're going to pick up common.
I ride to the back of the cage and I just kind of shout at them.
Ione will be proud of you too.
And I just kind of stand there, like trotting behind the cage.
The cart, yeah.
You hear
Yeah, the
me?
cart.
Vaeros loves you very much.
I didn't know that they could hear us.
Yeah, well, that's how they're going to start learning the language that they hear. That and
Whispering.
they'll
Like for the
have-
rest of the days.
the ability to speak their own language as well. If I've learned this right.
You mean draconic?
Right.
My goodness, I've never seen a dragon, less one speak. I've seen wyverns, of course, but
Right? Have I seen wyverns?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have now.
Because I imagine they're kind of common a little bit in my
Big
art.
lizards.
Yeah.
Happy lizards.
I've never seen one speak though before. This is very exciting.
Well, we should get to the mine. Not only is this last period very important for their development, but when they're hatched, they're gonna want to.
Feed.
Yes, it's not going to be something that we can take into an inn and smuggle in our backpacks.
I will buy
understand.
hundreds of cattle for them.
Okay, but someone is going to notice that we're leading hundreds of cattle into a mine
that they don't come out of.
Right. And so we're going to have to, keep them at least a little bit secret when they're hatched, too. Honey, you understand that this isn't just going to be...
Of course. Of course. What should we name them?
Okay.
Okay. We can do that now.
Is that the number one concern at the moment?
I really need to know. What I want to know is how long does it take for these dragons to mature to a point where we aren't babysitting?
I'm going to exercise them every day, and they're going to get strong and large before you even know it, brother.
Right, but can we get a more concrete number, maybe?
What do you mean by babysitting? Because technically, as soon as they come out of the eggs, they're more than capable of defending themselves, but it would kind of put their mental development to the wind, you understand?
Well, sure.
What do you mean?
I guess what I mean is how long before we don't have to keep them in a mine anymore?
Well, how long do we want to keep them secret? And how easy do we want them to be able to be captured or killed?
Well, how long until they're big as a horse?
That actually isn't going to take very much time. Only maybe a year or less.
That's a long time to hang out in a mine.
That's true.
I think that we should take them to the tallest mountain and let them roost. Let them learn from the wild.
That's,
And they will be safe there. The wildlife will be theirs to control.
I mean, people are gonna notice.
Not in the mountains.
Let's get them to the Knoll Lands.
This is a good point. I didn't really think about what we would do with these dragons. What do we want to do with them?
I don't think you're alone in that.
I mean, not an ends to a mean. I
don't mean to take these from their life. They are... I want them to have a life. I don't want to control these like beasts. They are dragons.
Okay, well,
And they need to learn.
Why don't you take them to Mayhair then? Wouldn't they be safest there probably with dragon people?
I was wondering the same thing. I have plans. There is a mountain not far from my home. It is Carve Earth. This is the far mountain to the east. I think if we take them there are other creatures like themselves, and they will flourish, I think there.
Well, we can hatch them in the mine, and they will be quite comfortable in the kiln still. They're both quite resistant to fire once they're born.
Right.
So as long as they're small enough to still fit in the kiln, we can still transport them. It's gonna be a little maybe noisier at times, and if anyone opens the cart, why that might be a problem.
We need to find out what better illusion magic there is to protect ourselves.
Yeah, how long would it take
Right.
us to get from the mine to that mountain in Mayhair?
I think it would probably take about 3 months.
Yep.
So we have to be able to hide baby dragons for 3 months.
Well, they'll be too big after 3 months.
I may be able to contact people within my heart, and they may be able to escort these dragons to safe passage.
One of these dragons isn't red, brother.
It's
How are
gonna
they going
take
to treat
them.
him?
It's gonna take them 3 months to get here, though, right? Unless they have some magical means of transport.
You guys hear the beats of many wings above you.
Oh, God.
Looking up, you see a storm of about 100 goldfinches flying in a circle, around and around, like a swirl of moving birds. It's a golden wave.
You may have been onto something. I
think?
admit that perhaps we underestimated the seriousness of the Finch situation.
You think?
You
Yeah.
can barely hear each other over the beat of all the wings. The flock breaks off and begins to settle in the branches, and every bird is staring directly at you.
God, that's unsettling.
Well, I've
About
got your attention.
200's eyes.
What do you want from us?
Some of the finches kind of do that bird twitch with their head.
I'm not sure they're able to communicate directly. Well, they could like form into letters, maybe, and like spell something out.
They all begin cooing, all with bird song in a great chorus around you. You're unable to make out any words.
Does anyone speak bird?
I don't. Vaeros.
I get off Gull, and I take the bird out of my satchel. I don't know if this is gonna work or anything, but I just walk up and I present the bird, and I cast Lay on Hands into it.
You a cat?
The bird stays dead because that's not how lay on hands works.
I know. I tried.
And a couple of the goldfinches come down and kind of peck at the body, and then twitch their head and fly off again, unimpressed.
Oh God.
They didn't like your present. But I want to take this minute to apologize for being an asshole about the birds, because it's pretty fucked up.
I am terrified, to be completely honest.
What?
Standing there
So
looking.
what?
The birds
What
stop
would
cooing,
happen?
and the forest falls silent again.
Oh.
This is scarier, honestly, than when they were making noise.
So about that farmer's house.
Yeah, you know.
No.
No? Are we sure?
I want to figure this out.
You don't know what we're gonna figure out. I mean, you can set them on fire or something, but that's just gonna bring more attention.
No, I think that's the wrong move here.
What would happen if I like pulled my piccolo out and made like a really high pitched note?
Let's find out.
Make it super loud with
Vaeros shrugs.
power too.
Yeah, make it super loud with my.
You want to try and mimic their song?
cram these, or like cram.
Or do you
these
just want to
birds'
try to mimic
ears.
their noise?
Yeah, I could do that. See what happens.
Give it a shot.
Okay, so what do you want me to roll for that? Even performance?
Performance, yep. And you're trying to do something on your instrument, it's a performance roll. Whether it be try to be bad, be good, whatever, it's what you're
Alright.
going for.
Could be the tool set.
Oh, a 10.
roll, but
That is enough to make a very loud sound with an instrument. That does not take a very high DC. You make a loud screech with the instrument, and all the birds take flight again. Though this time they start flying closer and closer to the party. They get so close that you can feel the beat of the wings as the air rushes past your ears. And then they split up and take off. back
Okay,
into
so
the
killing
forest.
one of them was a bad idea.
yeah, you know, but it did at least solidify all of our concerns in the matter.
You mean
We
my
can call
concern?
that a wash. No, I mean our concern. Your concern was already pretty solid, and rightfully so. But we didn't take you seriously, and that was clearly a mistake, because that was fucking terrifying.
It was, and I think we should probably head to a house now. This is fucked.
That's a good
Yeah.
word for it.
Eloquently put. Definitely accurate.
So what, are we just strolling up to the first house that we come across then?
I mean, as long as they don't have a
That's the
sign that
plan.
says no dragonborns and goblin.
We at least
like that's like what a farmhouse.
Disguise Grot first, maybe.
I think we should probably do that.
I have a disguise kit. Like, we can do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I believe what was that? Jessie had some sort of magic at her disposal. Am I totally off base on that?
We
Or
do
no?
also. I have the cloak of protection still.
Do we have that?
Yep,
Yep.
I have it.
I thought we gave that back.
Nope.
No. That was what you took off the mage, Thackeron. That was his cloak.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Betty's illusory cloak.
That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Cloak would actually just give you like a burqa or something.
Okay. So, yes, let's.
God just kinda,
Are there any
opens
houses?
up his arms and presents himself.
Yes, there in the distance you can see a squat little farmhouse. The chimney is smoking. Again, it's starting to become late evening. The sun has just hit the horizon and it's going down. So you get that nice gold reflection on all the clouds.
You know, I don't like the color gold as much anymore.
Yeah, it's still good to pay with. I'm going to never want to see it ever again on a bird. Let's get this disguise ready. Do you want me to saddle forth and see if they'll just take to me first?
You or Tillie is fairly well spoken as well. I mean, one of the two of you. I guess Tillie's
Well,
got
I
to do
need
this
to.
guy.
I need to disguise Grot. So
Well, you
That
could
is
do it after as well if you want to.
Yeah, we're not quite on that kind of time crunch, I suppose.
We're kind of on a time crunch if those things want to come back. Or whatever is sending them after us.
I mean, can we see the nearest house?
Yes. Yep.
Why don't maybe like Jesse and Vaeros go and talk to these people while I stay and disguise
We can
Grot?
pretend like we're married.
Oh,
Right.
God.
God just grins real big.
Go play.
Or
go
we
play
could
house with
say
your farmer
some
friend.
truth,
We'll be back
too.
here with the.
Well, we can have a little fun with it, can't we? Not everything has to be serious, Vaeros. Come on.
I mean, come on, Vaeros.
Never let me do anything like this.
No, okay, yeah, we're married. Fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Great.
Okay. So, all right, we were married in great fields,
I don't
All
think
right.
it needs to be that.
and it was a chapel wedding, but there was a lot of blue because I'm not a big fan of the white. I really like a pastel colors. And it
I'm gonna kick.
it was a
I'm
three-tiered
kicking
cake.
my heels against Gaul and riding.
Oh, wait. We gotta get our story straight, Vaeros.
We don't need it to be that elaborate.
Could you imagine
Well-
Vaeros in a blue tux?
No.
Oh, yes.
That would be pretty classy, not gonna lie.
Oh, he would
Jesse's
look
not
so
there.
dashing.
We're
The
gone.
ruffle
We're
front.
gone.
Yeah.
Jesse and I are gone.
The star-spangled dragonborn.
So you come up to the farmhouse as Jesse is still trying to get you to talk about wedding plans.
I'm
And the farmhouse is made of mud, and it's been propped up with some wooden planks along the side to kind of give it some weatherproofing. There's a small wood shed on one side, kind of half full of lumber. You can see movement within the shed, and sounds like someone humming to themselves very loudly.
Excuse me, Mister. Ma'am, Mister.
A door opens, and a man who's very, very thin and almost impossibly tall. He's like maybe 6'9", but 100 pounds. He's I almost read Mystery's message there. He feels he's about maybe 55, 60. He's got a very wild mane of hair. He goes, yeah, who's that?
Yes.
Oh,
Hello.
wow. A dragonborn.
Not seen many of my kind, huh?
That's him. No, sir. I just, someone was reading a book and I heard about you, and my goodness, I didn't expect one to be here.
And he looks over just in,
Oh, my
This is
goodness,
my
you're a beautiful
Wonderful
lass.
wife, Jesse.
my name is, yes, Jesse. We got married in a chapel.
Right.
All right. What can I do for you?
Well, we are looking for a place, me and a few of my companions who are escorting my wife and I to our honeymoon.
Oh, wonderful. Where are you going?
We're heading east to the coast.
East to the coast.
Yeah,
He
we've got a
means
long...
west. Oh wait, yeah, no,
I meant
east.
east.
Right, the East Coast. Yes, where we're honeymooning. Right.
Right. We're pretty far from our travels so far, but we came into a bit of a hitch with our cart. One of our horses actually got attacked by a beast, and we're needing a place to stay for the night. Do you have do you have a vacancy in your barn for us?
I heard there'd been beasties around. They've been getting worse and worse and worse, let me tell you. And the rot down in Eagle Hill is just rampant these days.
The what?
The political rot. Why?
Oh, right.
They won't even listen to a man like me. You have to have 6 gold pieces shoved up your ass just to get into court these days.
Do I remember the mayor's name?
Of what? Of
Eagle Hill? Uh-huh.
Oh man, yeah, I have it written down. You may remember it, but it is very far in my notes. Just deep within the.
It's not a problem.
Deep, deep.
I do have a bit of sway and coin. Perhaps I could speak to the mayor at Eagle.
Well, would you do that for me? I tell you, the drought has been absolutely wrecking any of the seed crop I got going on.
What kind of crops you grow?
I said seed crop.
Seed crop, okay. Wonderful. There is just one problem. Well, I have several companions with me. Is there room to stay in your barn tonight?
Yeah. Barn's open. Can't come in the shack though. That's my privates.
Oh, okay. Yep, we will make sure that your privates are contained and unseen.
Thank you. And you don't mind greasing the wheels, do you, a little bit?
What do you have
I
in
don't
mind?
need much. Oh, well, you can pay in either labor or in coin. I take either.
What do you need done tonight?
Well, if you look pretty strapping.
Oh, he's very strapping.
There's some wood that needs chopping. I don't chop wood as well as I used to. My back's been giving out. You chop me some wood, and you can stay in that barn, no problem.
Do you have an amount that you like chopped?
Oh, just a cord would be fine.
I can do that for you. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
We have an agreement.
All right. Well, if you need anything, knock on the door. I do have a few hard biscuits left from dinner, if you're hungry.
Oh, we have some food. Actually, we have a traveling food cart with us.
Oh, well, shit. These biscuits are garbage.
Well, I'm not picky.
Well, no, give me some food.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, we'll have to check with the chef that is running.
What kind of food? What kind of cart?
I think we got mostly meats.
Oh, God.
But we're running a little empty.
That's my favorite kind of food.
Oh, it's wonderful meats as well. We got it from Sweet Valley.
Well, that's not my favorite place to get my meat, but it'll work.
Fantastic. Well, we'll.
You got brisket?
I think so. We're gonna get started on this wood. I'm gonna go right back to my
with a little
companion.
bit of ketchup on it.
Right. If you don't mind, I am going to return my companions, and we'll get you a brisket if we have one.
All right. If you need anything else, just knock on the door. Those hard biscuits are definitely still up for grabs.
And he closes the door.
Right back.
Well, how'd it go?
Went well. We have to chop some wood. And do we have any brisket left?
I'm pretty sure all of our meat went sour.
Shit.
I mean, we could cook it up still.
I have jerky. I could just give him some jerky, maybe.
How does he?
What are the chances of like finding, I don't know, like some rabbit or something around?
You'd make a survival roll and see if you can hunt something in the evening. But like again, it's almost nighttime.
I should be able to manage. I can see in the dark just fine, and I've had to hunt for my own dinner more than once.
Yeah,
Right.
But Grot, I think that a couple of years ago, the king made hunting at night illegal.
Oh my god, what is not?
I've committed
What is
a lot of
legal
crimes.
around
He
here?
just like rubs his head.
Well, you can travel on the roads.
Wow, the luxury of life in our world.
Truly, this is the land of the free.
Brother, with me.
What?
We're chopping wood.
Oh, okay.
Grot,
Oh,
if you can find some stuff.
yeah.
Tillie, would you want to go hunting? Or do you want to chop?
She doesn't want to do either of those things. I don't want to do either of those things.
You don't have to.
I will go hunt with Grot.
Just mind you, too, that there's shit in the woods.
Yeah, there tends to be. That's kind of the goal.
I'm talking about the birds.
All right.
That's
we forget about the
probably
bird?
why Grot shouldn't go alone.
Grot kind of nods. Says that's maybe a good call, actually. I didn't really consider the implications of the whole Alfred Hitchcock situation.
I'm not super great at hunting, but I'll totally like watch your back.
Sounds like a plan.
Good. Well, let's go find that axe and chop some wood.
All right.
And
So, Grot and Tillie head off into the forest. Roll me a survival check. One of you can assist the other, and if you succeed in the roll, the other person gets advantage.
I'm proficient if you want me to make the check, unless you're good at
I
it.
am not proficient, so
Okie doke.
Go ahead and roll survival for me, Tillie.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Okay, well,
advantage.
you were not able to grant him advantage with the 6,
Gotcha.
but 14 was still the original roll. So you are able to snag a pretty good-sized rabbit.
Well, this should do for a stew or something.
chances of maybe finding one more for an extra large stew.
How long did it take? Yeah.
It took about half hour, actually. It wasn't very long. So if you'd like to roll me another roll.
You can roll yours first this time, Tillie, since I did not understand how it was working. Hey-o.
Yeah, that's a natural 20 there.
Hot dog.
Tillie, are you
So,
playing
yeah.
music while you're doing this, by the way?
I must be. I don't know.
Get that bardic inspiration, you know what I mean?
Lie.
So, Grot, yeah, go ahead. All right. Yeah, as you guys are going through the woods, you find another large rabbit that tries to take off, but you're able to snag it right before it disappears into the underbrush. As you're collecting it, you hear a low moan coming from a bush near you.
What kind of moan? Like a people
Like
moan?
someone in pain, yes, like a people in pain.
Do you hear that?
I do.
I mean, we should probably figure out what it is, right?
Sneak up to the bush, figure it out.
Go ahead,
That-
roll me sneak.
Yeah.
A good roll there, Tillie. That's wow.
21?
Those are good.
Yep.
24.
Yeah, those are really good. So basically, noiselessly, you guys creep up to this
Rolls
bush.
were both 9s too. That's crazy.
You look through it, kind of parting it slightly, and you see a small goblin laying bruised and emaciated.
Emaciated.
emaciated
Emancipated.
at the
Free
base of this bush. Free dying goblin.
You mean a soon-to-be slave goblin? Our second one.
Ooh. He
Whoa, hold on.
it looks like he's wearing rags, and you see the telltale markings of shackles around his wrists and ankles. There's no shackles there, but the skin is worn in that very shackle-like manner where there's a ring of bruised and kind of like disturbed flesh around his wrists and ankles. His breathing is very shallow, and he looks like he hasn't eaten in days.
Shit. Any indication? I'm not sure what the obvious symbols or signs would be, but any indication that it's like a Red Queen's goblin?
There is no obvious indication, no branding that you can see that would mark him as such, though you know that that's not all the time standardized. So, take that what you will.
I think Grot would, look to Tillie and say, "What do you think the plan is here?"
Does anything else seem like out of place around the goblin, like track marks or like disturbances around him at all?
You roll me another survival check.
19?
Nice. So you notice that you can follow the track that he left through the underbrush. It looks like he's been dragging himself for a while. It leads off towards the east, back towards Eagle Hill.
I tap Grot's shoulder and I point to the tracks.
He, I think he'd nod and say, "I don't think, my guess is this may be an escaped, laborer of some variety. Perhaps we can, well, at the very least, he doesn't seem to be a threat."
Should we carry him back?
Assuming he's not too opposed to the idea. And then he'd kind of turn to the goblin and say in goblin, how you doing there, friend?
He is unresponsive, still moaning. His eyes are closed.
I'll cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Nice.
1d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Your charisma modifier is +2?
It should be better than that. It should be 5 then, I guess. If your charisma is +2, then it'd be plus. Yeah. Because you add your proficiency.
So 6? Yep, it's 6.
Right. So you cast 6 healing into him. He his breathing returns to normal and he opens his eyes. He goes, "Oh my god. Hey.
How do you find yourself to be in this situation here, friend?"
Well, that's interesting, long story. My name's Toothy. What's your name?
I'm Grot. And you kind of gesture over that. This is Tillie.
Oh, nice to meet you both. I'm from the east. Been trading most of my life though, traveling. The fellas over at Eagle Hill, they're not really kind. They confiscated all my stuff and beat me half to death. They've been keeping me out back with the dogs for a few weeks, but I managed to get away. I passed out on my way back.
Grot nods and he says, and then holds up, I guess, the 2 rabbits and says, "We are going back to, well, prepare a bit of dinner and have a night's rest." Actually, I guess I should roll like an insight on that, just to make sure it doesn't seem like he's lying, if that's possible.
Go ahead.
16. Not terrible.
He does not look like a traitor in terms of body as he's moving and talking, you recognize the telltale signs of a warrior. He seems to be hiding something. He's not necessarily lying, but he's not telling you the whole truth.
Does he seem to be like better able to move around and stuff like that?
Yes.
Grot's gonna bark out like an attention command or something along those lines, a standard sort of like, military, like Red Queen kind of thing, just to see if he like instinctively responds.
Yeah, he does. He snaps to and then kind of goes, "Oh shit! All right, well that was whoops."
There's no need to lie. I too was a thrall of the Queen.
Oh, yeah, yep, yeah, I know. You don't recognize me, do you?
He shakes his head and then kind of furrows his brow. He says, I take it you recognize me, though.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was lying. You didn't recognize me, and the horror is out of the cave. So, all right, so now I come clean. Yeah, you trained me, Grot.
Is that a phrase? Like a turn of phrase? The horror is out of the cave?
Yes.
For goblins, it sure is.
Oh yeah, out of the cave.
Well, I just got to keep that in mind. Like, okay.
So yeah, you were my training officer for, God, maybe a month.
Grot rubs the back of his neck and gives a sheepish grin back over to Tillie's direction, I think. And then says,
You guys are speaking in Goblin, right?
Are we?
Right.
I guess. I don't
Yep.
know. Okay,
Yeah,
this
you
is all
just
in
said-
Goblin. Well,
Yep.
wonderful. I started in it. I didn't continue to specify, I suppose. And then he says, I've tried to change my ways. I'm sorry for any, probably most of the awful things that you suffered at my hands. I wasn't the most pleasant individual under her control.
Yeah, well,
But
none of us really, well, at least in my experience, most of us, that's a low point,
he'd nod and say, probably switch to common now and say, perhaps it would be best if you do join us and come back. We're about to make dinner here. Again, he holds up the rabbits and says, we can get you back on your feet and, ensure that you don't die out here on
Yeah, I think I like that. I think I'd like that. You don't seem like your old self, Grot.
I
nice
take
to
that as
meet
a
you.
compliment.
He turns to Tillie.
Nice to meet you. My name's Toothy.
I'm Tillie. It's very nice to meet you.
You're beautiful, Tillie.
Grot pinches the bridge of his
Thank you,
nose.
Toothy.
Here we go again. Jeffrey Mark II. Oh, God.
What?
I'm sorry, nothing. Bit of an inside joke, I suppose. We're back this way, and he kind of points in the direction. Can you walk?
Yeah, I can walk. Thanks for healing me back there too.
Points to Tillie. That was her.
No, yeah, I know.
You're
So we'll
very
go
welcome.
to the Dragonborn. You've been chopping lumber. Is there anything you'd like to say to each other?
Vaeros, chopping this wood, it really brings me back.
To slavery?
Yep, love it.
Do you? You want to go back?
No,
I can send you back.
it was sarcasm. Thank you for that. I really needed your position of power above me.
I'm
That was-
joking, of course.
Right, the joke. A classic Vaeros knee slapper.
Listen, I'm trying to get good at jokes. It's one of my faults. I don't have many, but that's one of them.
Maybe you should. What? What?
Vaeros, you didn't hear that.
So I think what you are trying to say is we need to find you better employment, right? Is that what you were complaining about? This wood cutting's not doing it for you.
No, it's fine. I was really just kind of making a.
Korthax.
Oh, what is that? What is that?
What are you talking about? Did I say
Who's
something?
out there?
Korthax is gonna drop the axe and grab his,
Oh
or
my
not Korthax, Vaeros. Vaeros is gonna grab his Uhtred.
What'd you hear?
Someone's talking. Somebody's saying my name. I don't. You don't hear it?
Hear what? I didn't hear anything.
Maybe I'm just. It's been a long day. What were you saying?
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
How much have we chopped so far?
Actually, quite a bit. Maybe like 20 or 30 logs. As Mr. E pointed out there, a cord of lumber would be a good day's work. So that's probably not the amount that
Can I
he's
try to
asking
do
for.
that though? Like, could I
yeah,
do an athletics
absolutely.
check?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, do it for me.
I got
16?
a 16.
Yeah, that's that's enough to get a pretty good dent going. You got a stack of lumber that's maybe 2.5 feet tall by 4 feet wide, so that's a pretty good stack.
I mean, 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot isn't that much labor. I mean, that
No.
might be like 2 or 3 hours.
As long as you're not chopping small chunks of wood, it actually. You can
Right.
If you're just doing like a cut it in half or quartering the wood, basically.
Vaeros is gonna stretch a little bit. Maybe it's the. Are you still having withdrawals?
I mean, it's definitely in the realm of possibilities. What I would say, I wasn't trying to be. I was trying to be facetious, I think is the word that Tillie taught me. It was, I'm happy to do whatever we need to do to achieve our goals. I just, it's a little bit reminiscent.
I think that this is an honest life. It's something you're sadly not capable of having.
What's happened has happened, and moving forward, we can try to enjoy ourselves.
Korthax buried the axe in his face.
Oh my god.
Listen, I think what I'm trying to say is an honest
Do I feel
life.
compelled to do that? I'm sorry. Do I feel like really compelled to do that? Or
No,
is that just like
you
somebody
don't.
yelling at me?
But that is someone yelling at you.
I
Do I
think
hear where it's
that
coming from? Oh, go ahead. Do you finish your statement?
It sounds like it's coming from all around you.
Okay.
the time's going to come, brother. Whether you like it or not, that you're going to be in a place of leadership. It might not be soon, but you're not going to live like this, or like a peasant or a farmer. You're meant for greatness.
Korthax looks really, really distressed. Maybe not directly because of what you're saying, but it might look that way.
It's all right. I'll be with you, right by your side, the whole way.
Right. I love the pep talk, but something is screaming at me, and you obviously cannot hear it.
I mean, I do like a perception check at this point, but
Go ahead.
I think it's pointless, right?
It's not. Yes, it's not going to succeed.
Okay, it's a 14, but
Yep. No. Yep. You're right.
I don't hear anything.
Maybe I need to.
Listen, I saw things with the birds. Y'all thought I was crazy, but trust me, I know what it feels like that you might be going crazy. I don't believe you are. You gotta tell me more what's happening.
Something
I can't help you.
Something is beckoning me. I think. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go meditate.
divine sense.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's just, do I see evil? Do I smell it?
No, you do not.
Do you think I could sit in with you on your meditation? I haven't ever tried that before.
Sure, but I'm not really in a teaching mood, so
I'll just observe. I don't want to get in your way.
Korthax nods.
I'm gonna set the axe down and look at the lumber.
I think that's enough for now, anyways.
Yeah, it's plenty to keep a man warm for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Find a
Hopefully the other
place.
two have gotten some food.
Is there anywhere nearby that looks
Yeah,
conducive to-
just on top of the hill.
Okay, yeah. He'll move over to the hill and kind of look around, do like a 360 and look, scan the horizon before he sits down and crosses his legs and sits with his hands in his lap.
I'll say that I'm like within 10 feet of him, and I'll mimic his practice.
As you go into your meditation, Korthax, you feel that feeling of weightlessness, and then you just about get to that feeling of falling backwards into the mists when you hear, "Hello, Korthax."
Who are you?
It's a long question, Korthax.
Can you give me the abridged version?
Well, let's just say your invisible friend, your companion, your constant companion. You saved me, Korthax. You saved me from a pretty horrible fate, and I want to reward you.
Go on.
I can aid you in the things that you really want. Give you the power you need to best your brother or win. Give the power to make you more successful and more rich than you've ever been in your life, or respected.
What is the cost?
Just helping me with a few things here and there. Nothing big, nothing too expensive. Promise. It'll be worth it. It'll be good.
He sits and he tries to. Am I just like sitting in darkness right now, basically?
Yep.
I try to like imagine a place, a tranquil place.
Yeah, that's not gonna be possible anymore, buddy. I'm kind of taking up that spot in your head. You know what I mean? You've got a pretty good connection with all the stuff going on, the fabric, and kind of taking advantage of that. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. Those daydreams, they're done for a while.
Well, the daydreams haven't been terribly pleasant lately anyway. I imagine you have something to do with.
Yeah, you could say that. I've been trying to break in for a while now, buddy, and kind of give me the jostle you need. Next time you got a moment, check that skull in your pocket and notice something different about it.
What I want is the power to keep my friends safe. I want the power to reclaim Mike. I want the power to hurt those who have hurt me, and to save this land from the forces that subdue it.
I think I can do that, buddy. I think I can help you out. All the above. Yeah, no problem.
Like a used car salesman.
Oh yeah, totally, no problem.
Yeah, all those things. Slaps the top of the.
Yeah. All those things. It's a pussy magnet. Trust me.
Get you all the girls. And the air conditioner works, I promise. If, yep, nope, works. Hands down. Capital W works. So, the voice says, so if we've got a deal then, next time you go to sleep, you're gonna have, it's not gonna be a pleasant experience, but when you wake up, you'll be on the path, buddy. It's all right. It's all good. Pick the right choice. And that is where we'll end it tonight.
Oh,
Oh, good.
Great, good deal. You made a good choice.
Yay.
It sounds like you did a good
yeah.
thing. Korthax,
Now I'm a
sounds like
warlock.
great thing. Yeah, you're gonna protect us.
Thank you for listening to Dragons of Paralandia. If you like what we're doing here and you want to be a part of the community, you can go to irrationalrad.io and join our Discord community from there. We have several games going through our community, as well as a weekly DM class, homebrew submissions, and all sorts of other things. If you want to help support us, we have a Patreon, also linked on our website. We release episodes early for patrons and offer other stuff too. Take a look there if you're feeling generous. If you aren't made of money, rate us wherever you get your podcasts at. That helps and doesn't cost anything. Thanks again for listening.